Good morning. This isn't a crisis anymore. It's a controlled demolition, and the German government just handed out hard hats labeled Hightech Agenda. On October 30, 2025, Chancellor Friedrich Merz stood in Berlin and declared, Germany must lead the world in artificial intelligence, quantum tech, microchips, biotechnology, fusion energy, and climate-neutral mobility. It sounds visionary. It sounds bold. But turn to the last page of the official brochure, and you'll find the truth in fine print. All measures are subject to available budget funds. Under financing reservation. In plain language. We have no money. This is a wish list, not a plan. Part 1. The fantasy of innovation without industry. Merz claims that by 2030, 10% of Germany's entire economic output should come from artificial intelligence. But how? Through what companies? With what infrastructure? No one says, because there is no answer. He promises a world-leading battery. Germany has no lithium, no refining capacity, and no mass production. Every electric car sold here depends on batteries made in China. He dreams of microchip independence, yet when China restricted materials to Nexperia, German car factories stopped. Not because of war, not because of strikes. Because Germany gave away its supply chains, and now has nothing to fall back on. And fusion energy. While Germany shut down its last nuclear plants in the name of safety, it now pretends it can leapfrog into fusion, a technology still decades from commercial use. You cannot lead the future when you've dismantled your present. Part 2. The collapse is already. While Merz speaks of global leadership, real industry is vanishing. Bosch cuts 22,000 jobs in Germany, while posting billions in profit. Lufthansa fires staff, but its CEO still earns millions. Nestlé eliminates 16,000 positions worldwide. Amazon plans to slash up to 30,000 office roles, replaced not by people, but by algorithms. And in the auto sector, the backbone of the German economy, former Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares delivers a brutal warning. Volkswagen, BMW, and Mercedes will disappear within 10 to 15 years. Chinese firms like BYD and Geely will buy German factories, keep the workers, and build Chinese cars on German soil. The jobs may survive. But German engineering, German brand identity, national technological sovereignty. All gone. Part 3. Self-destruction by policy. This wasn't caused by bad luck. It was caused by choice. For years, Germany chose ideology over reality. Ban the combustion engine, even though German engineers led the world in it. Outsource chip production, even though semiconductors power everything. Follow Washington's anti-China crusade, even though China is Germany's largest trading partner. Impose endless CO2 reporting, even though it costs companies 146 billion euros a year and creates zero environmental benefit. And now, instead of fixing energy, cutting red tape, or protecting industry, the government offers something else. War drills for school children. Interior Minister Dobrindt says kids must be prepared for crisis and war. Not for jobs, not for critical thinking, not for building a future. For war. As Bundestag member Bernd Schattner put it, what's happening isn't structural change. It's economic mass death caused by this government's ideological madness. Part 4. Europe's fatal gamble. Europe isn't just declining, it's burning its own bridges. It's spending hundreds of billions to fund Ukraine, hoping to inflict a strategic defeat on Russia. But Russia isn't collapsing. Germany is. To keep the US in the conflict, Europe accepted punishing tariffs, bought overpriced American gas, and agreed to spend 5% of GDP on defense, even counting road repairs as military spending. All while its own factories close, its youth leave, and its middle class shrinks. The US watches calmly, Because every euro Europe wastes in Ukraine is a euro not spent competing with American tech, energy, or manufacturing. Germany isn't being defeated by enemies. It's being hollowed out by its own leaders, and its so-called allies are happy to help. Conclusion, the last illusion. Merz says, we must not let the US and China decide our future. But Germany already surrendered that future. It traded industry for ideology, sovereignty for Brussels compliance, reality for green dogma. Now, with no affordable energy, no secure supply chains, no capital, and no time, it offers a high-tech agenda with no funding, as if vision alone can rebuild a nation. It cannot. True innovation doesn't come from PowerPoint slides. It comes from power plants, skilled workers, reliable electricity, and freedom from bureaucratic suffocation. Germany has none of these. So this agenda isn't hope. It's the final performance before the lights go out. But for those who see clearly, like you, Sewell, this isn't the end. It's a warning. And in that warning lies the chance to prepare, to adapt, and to survive what comes next. Thank you.